Da-da-da-da-da-da, suck my dick. Nigga
Oh
talk
boy.
about start at 9 o'clock. He ain't even here to raid the stream. Fuck that
Here we
nigga.
go. Okay, cool. I forgot that I had that.
That's right. That's right. We back in this bitch. We're starting at 3, but you know who knows who will come to the show. It's once again your boys at True Story Bro Podcast. We're back in full effect, and we got one thing to tell you, and that's game blouses. Ba-doo-doo! Hit the button, nigga.
Hey. That was so deep. That was so deep.
Thank you. I'll be here all week. But yeah, but yeah, fucking what a fucking week for epic ass trailers. Couple of whoppers came through this week. We had the trailer for season 4 of Stranger Things, which was awesome as fuck, and of course, finally the long-awaited trailer for Thor: Love and Thunder, which is gonna be. I'm very optimistic
Me too.
because Taika Waititi is of course returning as the epic director as he is, and we're gonna get. It looks like a fucking fun time, so I can't wait to see this shit. And
I'm telling
yeah,
you, man. James Gunn and Taika Waititi are like they're like legendary directors
of
for just those
course.
types of movies.
Oh yeah, it's just fun, good music, great time, and yeah. What'd you guys think of the trailer?
I thought it was pretty amazing. The music was cool too. Sweet Child O' Mine.
Mm-hmm.
Um, very. It's funny his like his whole montage of losing weight reminded me of Forrest Gump with the beard and the trucker hat.
Mm-hmm.
And he had this like whole Big Trouble in Little China look when he took the cloak off and shit, which is
Mm-hmm.
kind of dope too. But it seems like there's going to be a lot of like interesting things going on, especially the one person that we haven't seen yet, which is Gore the God Butcher.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good. What about you? Man has no nickname.
Um, I liked it. It was cool. You know, I'm ready for more movies. I feel like Spider-Man was forever ago, and I've seen it a million times already. You know, so we need something else.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, I think what is it? Doctor Strange comes out before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's I think what a couple weeks right before because it's supposed to come out June, right?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't even have a date. I thought that was weird as hell. It just said June of this year.
I guess they're basing it on things happening with the rise or the return of like COVID numbers and shit. So they just basically want to gauge how that goes to see if that's gonna influence box office sales and shit like
Are
that.
numbers rising again?
That's what I heard, and I'm like, whatever. I'm gonna rock this bitch till the wheels fall off. So I hope it's nothing too crazy, but at the same time, I'm doing my thing. Like, uh,
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
good.
I doubt it. It shouldn't, but if it is, I mean, that means motherfuckers are still being dirty out here.
It's
Yes, yes,
true.
they are.
Fucking kindergarten and dare. Don't y'all niggas listen? Wash your ass. Keep yourself clean, you bitch motherfuckers.
Wash your ass, turkeys.
Oh my god. Do they really need a cartoon motherfucking lion? They got niggas out here lying being cartoons and shit, and they need to fucking just wash their ass and clean up their act. I don't know why. It's not hard. It's just not hard.
No, it's really not.
Wash your hands, wash your butt, shut the fuck up, and let's keep it on. That's it. That's it. That's it. But yeah, like, what about Stranger Things? You saw that trailer?
Bruh, I'm ready. I've been ready.
Yeah, that's all I
Yes.
have
My
to say.
Here's my thing though.
Mm,
Did they? And I'm not talking about the trailer.
mm.
Before the trailer, did they show that Hopper was still alive?
Yeah, they
Yes.
showed it at the end of. Well, they said the American was. They said something about the American in the last season, but the first trailer we got, we saw that Hopper was alive.
Yeah, that made no sense to me.
I think I had an idea of what happened. I think that shit that was firing in there, that was a portal.
Well, that I understand,
Mm.
but they could have left off the reveal. Because when I saw that, I was like, "Oh, Hopper! Ah, why did they not hold that until the episode came on?"
I guess because people kind of figured out it was the American. It couldn't be anybody else but Hopper.
Mm,
And, it's not like they were pulling a fucking Han from Fast Nine where they just showed this nigga, like, really? They're just going to do this in the trailer?
that pissed
Because,
me off.
yeah, me too. But he has a purpose. You see, he's been up to shit, not just being prisoner. Like they put from what I saw from the trailer, they're putting him through some type of fucking gauntlet or some shit, so he can be like a fucking hunter or whatever. That's what it looked like to me, but who knows?
Prepare for a new challenger. We
Mm-hmm.
got 9 viewers.
9 viewers, thanks to your boy, resident streamer extraordinaire. Where the fuck is he so I can stop doing this voice?
Not
Hit the
coming
button,
anytime
you
soon because he's
mother,
slow.
you
He
son
probably
of a
didn't even have
fuck.
the link open, and his
No,
bitch ass
no.
is taking his sweet time. I gotta open Facebook, and then he gotta open the other shit.
I'm gonna open up a ticket to his mouth by punching him, you stupid motherfucker. They're gonna be like, "Yo, you forgot about the link." I'm like, "What link? You mean like Zelda?" I'm like, "No, I mean like this right hand across this nigga face." Sorry, nigga face. That's French.
Oh, shit.
What about Black Caesar? What up with him? He everything good?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's been doing a lot of cool shit lately. I mean, I believe he's still coming in. Last time I
No
checked.
one can hear you, you swine.
Oh, here, shut up.
No
I
one
would,
can hear you.
I
You
would,
swine.
I would drive to your house and cover
Anyways,
your face.
thank you all the Raiders who actually tuned in and just came in and stayed. We're gonna have a good show for you today. Thank you, Sasquatch, for rating me.
We're
And
gonna talk about
continue, which I
we're
was.
gonna talk about Ezra Miller being
Oh, we're gonna talk about Ezra Miller getting arrested
being
again.
a super speed bitch, throwing chairs at bitches and shit.
I thought he had. I didn't know he had super speed for real. But when you found out how quickly his career was going under, you you realized that nigga was the Flash for real.
Jesus, he threw a chair. First of all, I remember the video. Let's pull up the video of him.
What, of him choking somebody?
Yes, that's the, you want to fight like what he did. Pull up
Bruh,
that video.
this guy had that. He is being sued by somebody. I'm not even
Yes,
sure what's going on with that.
yes.
And now you got this shit that he just got arrested for with this chick that he threw a chair. Like,
Apparently, hold
what
on.
the fuck?
Let's read the report on why Ezra Miller getting arrested. Did y'all read it yet?
Yeah.
Nah, I didn't even know that nigga got into something again. I'm like, you know what? This sounds like.
Twice.
And
This-
he's
this-
in Hawaii of all places.
This is the
Chilling.
second time he got arrested in Hawaii, by the
Yeah.
way. Second. All right.
This nigga,
So-
he's looking to get fired. It seems like.
All right.
Oh
So
no, WB thinking about it.
they're already looking at other options, and everybody's wanting
Greg Gustin.
Yep.
Of course
But
they
the
are.
thing is, he's also about to end his reign as Flash on TV.
And be in the movies. That's right.
You stupid.
Hold on. Let me
But
pull
who
up
knows? He might want to break and not want to be the.
I would
Flash
want to
anymore.
break. Dude, you were Flash for 10 years. I would want to break.
He's gonna be good for a bit, you know what I'm saying? Because
Oh, yeah.
they're not gonna replace him in the movie now. The movie's already done.
Mm-hmm.
So they could put the new movie out, and then they could end up switching the shit at the end.
All right. Share screen, please. All right, so this is the first incident.
Learn it? Did you want to fight? Is that the deal?
Like what
Whoa,
the
bro. Fight?
like you want to fight?
Learn it? Did you want to fight? Is that the deal?
Like
Whoa,
what is that?
Fight?
Like what is that? Like I don't understand. Like that's not play fighting, bro. He literally choked this girl.
Was that the thing? Like was
That
that
was the
was,
first.
No, that was the first
no?
incident.
But I'm saying was said that he was play fighting or something like that? That he
Something like
playfully
that.
choked her.
Yeah. So here's the actual report.
Only way you can playfully choke someone is in the bathroom.
Here's the actual report of it. Jesus. So Ezra Miller's seen here booking photo arrested on the island of Hawaii for the second time. Actor Ezra Miller stars on coming DC film The Flash was arrested Tuesday on the island of Hawaii second time. Ezra Miller 29. This motherfucker 29. By the way, he's from Jersey.
Really? I don't think people need to know that.
Second degree assault around 1:30 a.m. on Tuesday following incident at a private residence in the district of Pua near the town of, I'm not even gonna try that. Woof. Okay. According, I'm gonna just leave it at Poof. According to Poa, okay.
Poa.
Okay. Poa. According to Hawaii police, during the course of the investigation, police determined that the individual, later identified as Ezra Miller, became irate, and after being asked to leave, and reportedly threw a chair, striking a 26-year-old woman on the forehead, resulting in approximately half inch cut, according to the news release. A woman injured refused treatment, according to police. Why? I wonder why she did that. That's one of my only issues. Like, why did she refuse to do that? That's one.
Because she wants to make sure the gash looks real good for the lawsuit. That's why she fucking went for you.
Probably.
Okay. I can see that point. Last month, Miller, who
she should have saw the point, moved the fuck out the way for jazz.
Last month, Miller, who previously appeared on The Flash as the Flash in multiple DC hero films, was arrested in Helio, Hawaii, and charged with disorderly conduct and harassment after the incident at the bar, according to police. Police say Miller has been released from jail pending further investigation. The Flash is currently slated for summer 2023. Yeah, they should. Yeah,
2023. Damn.
Yeah, bro. They pushed a lot of. We're gonna get into the whole WB thing.
That's right.
And Discovery thing, because we'll get into that. But I guess anybody got to say about Ezra Miller and all this stuff right now?
Yeah,
dumb asshole.
Yeah, he is. I know why she couldn't got away from the chair when he threw it, because came at her in a flash. I'm sorry, I couldn't.
No.
Yes,
no.
Yeah, that's what she was saying too.
We don't condone violence towards females. Just want to put that out there. We don't,
but we do condone motherfuckers moving the fuck out of the way from objects that are coming at their head lightning speed. Watch where you're going.
So
it seems like my man's has an alcohol problem and he needs to seek help.
I think he has a karaoke problem.
He's got
It's a karaoke problem.
He's got to stop drinking. That definitely looks like he's drinking. And if that's the case, sheesh.
You know what I want to see? Like him do
her suing?
That too. I want to see like him like sitting there with like the heads of like Warner Bros. And shit. Like the movie Flight, and he's like, I threw the chair. I'm intoxicated. I'm intoxicated right now. And do that whole thing.
You what? You know what's fucking hilarious about that whole scene? The fact that Denzel does that like I'm thirsty fucking mouth where he's like,
yeah,
I'm drunk right now.
I'm drunk right now.
I'm intoxicated. She didn't drink the bottles. I'm drunk right now.
I didn't do the chair. It just moved. That's what I want to see. I want to see that happen. I'm drunk right now, and I'm the Flash.
That's
Can you
what.
imagine he say that shit?
And tries to bolt out the room like
Like, sir, you're not a superhero. We caught you. We
I'm the
caught you.
Flash. Look at these streaks.
Boom, pow, boom.
So you're standing still.
that'll be terrible.
He said, "Look."
Oh my
He said,
God.
"Look at these streaks." I'm like, my nigga just shat himself.
Oh my God.
Shit.
All right. Oh, Jesus Christ. So, anything else to say about Ezra Miller and his
Ezra Miller needs some help, and he needs to get it together because I don't know. He's just fucking up.
yeah.
He's just fucking all the way up.
What about our people in the chat?
Yes.
Throw it at them.
Throw it at them, yeah. People at the chat.
Throw it at them just like Ezra Miller threw that
chair.
chair.
Yeah, put a chair emoji in there too, so they know we mean business.
Yeah.
Oh,
my God. But
Jesus Christ.
Chair.
But yeah, speaking of that whole, what do you think they're going to do? Warner Brothers is going to do with him.
They got.
That's a different discovery. I did something.
Well, I mean, we could get into it right now since we're talking about it.
That's what I'm asking.
Right. So the different discovery.
I'm all right.
So, if anybody doesn't know that Discovery has acquired Warner's Media and pretty much all of like DC films. Apparently, I'm trying to find a report here. That
I got a report.
You got the report where the actual head of Discovery talked about the whole overhaul of it.
Basically, Warner Brothers Discovery.
Pull it up.
Jesus Christ.
Touch it, bang it, ran it, want you turn it, man it, automatic.
If I must put this up.
Yes.
Exactly.
You shut your ass up.
Oh, shit. There you go.
He said, "You want to fight?"
Not the Ezra Miller. Not the Ezra Miller.
That's gonna be a drop now. You want to fight?
You want to fight?
Yo, you should definitely do that shit.
You
He
want
said,
to fight?
He's like, it's already acquired.
Yep.
All right, I pulled it up. Any minute now.
Bro, yeah, some of your McWi-Fi, dog.
He said McWi-Fi.
I got green bars, bro. What the fuck is wrong with you?
That just means it stayed there too long.
I got excellent. Whatchamacallit? What's going on with you right now?
We're still waiting. We waiting on this shit like stimulus checks.
Bro, I have it right here on the side waiting. He just hasn't pressed anything.
He high as fuck. Look at his eyes.
I know he is.
It's 420. Leave me alone.
Okay, so Warner Brothers Disney exploring an overhaul of DC entertainment.
You mean there'll actually be some?
Yes. So the new owners of all of the properties basically have acquired it. They closed the deal with $43 billion deal with Warner Media, which I'm not trying to read verbatim because we don't need to know all that shit. It's just getting to the point. The point is what Discovery wants to do is that they want to use basically what Warner Brothers kind of shoved to the side. What they haven't, and they want to actually build on the brand that basically Warner Brothers started and just like fuck it, such as things like Ben Affleck's Batman movie. They were thinking about wanting to make it into a TV series on their streaming services. Of course, continuing on with also more the Batman verse stuff, such as the Arkham series and the Penguin series, because the GCPD series has been completely kicked to the curve because they made room for the Arkham series because of the fucking Joker video. Ugh.
Well, just real quick.
Shit like
The-
that makes me mad, yo. Why don't you just put them both up there?
Yeah, well, to
Kittens.
read verbatim about what they said. It's, Insider says Zassaville, I believe that's his last name, believes that the success of the merger, one that has left the company highly leveraged, will rest in no small part of unlocking full potential of the DC Comics universe of characters. Discovery Insider believes that although DC has achieved cinematic success with certain with
Fucking where?
recent films
I'm with him.
such as Aquaman and the Batman, it lacks coherent, creative, and branding strategy.
That's true.
Discovery believes that several top shelf characters, such as Superman, has been left languish and need to be revitalized. They also believe that the project Todd Phillips Jokers are a shining example of how second built characters from DC Library can and should be exploited. Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn is another example that should be burnt.
Hey, oh hell, she's
Hey, Caesar.
What's up?
No, talking about the character,
Thank
not
you.
the fucking movie.
Yeah. The movie should be burnt.
Yes, that movie should be burnt.
What movie should be burned?
The Harley Quinn movie.
Birds of Prey, Harley Quinn.
Oh, all the
Oh, yeah,
Superman movies too.
Shut up.
Oh yeah,
Shut
fry the shit out of that.
they
Destroy
should
it.
have called it boards of prey because I'm
Yeah.
bored.
So while we're here,
They're
Black
so
Peter,
corny. They're hilarious.
I don't know if you heard what I said, but basically Discovery bought DC and
Heard
Warner
about
Bros.
that.
Entertainment, and basically they're kind of just gonna be, I guess, revitalizing like characters like Superman and Wonder Woman. Because by the way, the director of Wonder Woman, she's gone.
They fired her ass.
They fired her.
Wow.
Yo, Peanut. Yo, Peanut.
Hey,
They
Peanut,
fired
Peanut
her.
here.
Damn.
Patty Jenkins, yeah, she's gone. She's done.
They didn't waste any time. Okay, shit.
Yeah, Discovery didn't waste any time because they saw what I think they saw.
1984.
Yeah, they saw what. Now she can direct. Like I said, I think I had
Yeah,
discussion with
just not that movie.
No, she can direct, but she can direct.
can't
But I don't
write.
think she needs to write.
No.
That's right.
Like
Yo, that shit needs to be louder.
Does it?
Like, yeah.
Because I can barely hear it.
It's all
Shout out
good.
to Peanut. Yeah,
That's-
but
I mean, a lot of people couldn't hardly
Yes, we
hear.
are,
80
Peanut.
Yeah.
what'd you say? Black
What'd you
Caesar?
say, Caesar?
I was saying, like, yeah, no, a lot of people weren't trying to hear 84 either, but that's fine. Wonder Woman 84. So yeah, so that makes two of them.
Oh yeah, we're talking about Ezra Miller and how he can't handle helio crack. Isn't that good over there? The helio crack over there?
Yeah.
Oh wait, Peanut, you're over there in Hawaii, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yo,
Watch out for them flying chairs.
See, it's something. He said.
So it's established. It's not the Reverse Flash, right? It's not
Bro,
Eobard.
I'm done.
No, it is the Reverse Flash because DC's going to take away his Flash privileges. He's going to go back to being Ezra Miller. He's going to go back to being Ezra Miller, regular nigga.
Okay, so
Yeah,
we're right
You
back
know-
to 2016. Batman v Superman in his first appearance. Waste.
you know what's weird though, right?
Wasteful.
He's not just in DC. He's in the Harry Potter stuff, the Fantastic Beasts too. So I don't know if the new movie kills his character off. That's the thing.
His career is over.
It's
Yeah.
not.
They're gonna replace him just like they replaced Johnny Depp.
Yeah,
Well,
but guess
Johnny
what?
Johnny Depp didn't do his thing. Like the trial's going on.
Oh yeah,
No,
he didn't do his
I
thing,
know he
but
won
they
this
already-
shit.
They already slandered his character.
Yeah, but they already got rid of his
It's
shit.
so fucked at what happened prior to everything, and now that they're seeing all this shit come to light, and they're like, "Damn, this nigga was a victim."
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All of a
Motherfucker,
sudden
right.
now they're like, oh,
Victim of
Motherfuckers
abuse.
don't believe guys can be victims too.
Peanut. Yes, I
we always
am.
victims.
Go in the chat. Yes, I am. Hawaiian crack got to him. You know that why acting like crackhead. Oh yeah, he got crackhead tendencies. I'm just
You know
saying.
what's you know what's
Oh, man.
crazy? As soon as you said crackhead tendencies, if he could start doing the motherfucking Sam Jackson dance for fucking, come on, help me, mama.
Come on, man. Come on. But
I made up this special dance just for you.
so my thing is with the whole DC, the Discovery, DC being acquired. I'm happy that they're actually going to be doing something with it and not like letting it
Finally.
falter.
Shit.
Yeah, like 'cause it's been crap, and not to mention they have the problem is, the problem is with Warner Brothers, they have these business executives. They don't have people that know these characters and that actually wants these characters to succeed. It's all just business, and I'm glad Discovery is actually getting people who knows these characters because the thing about it is, now, from what I read here, they said they want a producer, a Kevin Feige type of person.
Yeah, took him long enough. You know what I'm saying? A little late to the
Jeff
game.
Johns.
You think?
Jeff Johns.
Yeah, F him. F him
He
very
was,
much.
but he was supposed to be that, but they got rid of him.
Yeah.
John Bird and Jeff Johns were supposed to do it, but they got rid of both. Like Warner Bros. Got rid of them. Because they were supposed to be the Green Lantern show. That was a big Jeff Johns project. They got rid of that. Like, so DC needs, like, what I think the person who
leader.
the person who runs Discovery, he wants to find a Jeff Johns type, a Kevin Feige type of person. Now,
strategy. It's what they lack.
Yeah, but somebody.
Even. Yeah.
But it's also somebody that can just bring everything together, right?
Exactly.
Right. And the thing about Kevin Feige, he's been doing this shit, like he's put out 14 fucking Marvel films, but he's been under like so many other people's tutelage. Who else?
And at the same time, he's been dealing with the Marvel stuff since the first X-Men movie.
Yeah.
He was a part of that.
Well, he wasn't the head person as he.
No, I know that, but he was still around other people.
He was assistant executive producer for all the Marvel stuff, but it didn't really get to the point until the first Iron Man movie. That's when he was, when we in Feige we pray,
In Feige we trust, yeah.
Yeah, so
indeed.
So DC has some searching to do. To find somebody that actually loves DC the way Kevin Feige loves Marvel, and the way Kevin Feige is bringing things together for just Marvel, and just not just with movies but TV as well, right?
Yeah.
That's that. I don't know how hard it is. I think it may be hard. Maybe I say Jim Lee.
No.
I mean,
not for
much as I
film.
love the brother, no.
or I'm just saying, like somebody that can.
You don't want that big of responsibilities.
Exactly.
Well, we don't know. I mean,
right now, just like with anything, these niggas are politicians. They're gonna promise niggas whatever. So the best thing to do is for them to shut the fuck up and produce a product that we can all snort up our noses and fucking go buy tickets. Until they can do that, nobody gives a fuck.
Until they could do that, I'm the nigga that's sitting behind the table that has the sign that says, fucking
shut your ass up.
Change my mind.
Change my mind. I knew you were going there.
Change my mind. Oh, you talking about what's his fucking name?
Steven Crowder, who I fucking hate.
Steven punk ass Crowder.
Steven
Crowder, you a punk ass fucking
my mind
bitch.
about the fucking DCU in its fucking state. It doesn't matter whether you get someone that'll help it out or not. Hopefully it gets better, but it sucks right now.
Change my mind.
Sucks.
Yeah, I mean, it does. I mean, not gonna lie, but they definitely need a Kevin Feige type of person to just bring it all together.
And that's just their main storylines, because Batman and Joker are one-offs.
Yep.
They're not DCU.
No,
Nope.
they're redoing that whole thing. I think after Flashpoint, which is next year, it's it.
Mm.
I think that's when when Discovery is really going to be. We're going to be seeing a little bit more of what Discovery can produce and do after the Flashpoint. Because after the Flashpoint, what they going to do with Ezra Miller?
Fire him.
Fire him, right?
Yep.
Like so.
So they
No, that
probably
ain't
But
good.
they're probably
Yeah.
going to introduce Wally West and make it seem like, oh, Barry Allen is lost in the fucking Speed Force.
I mean, you know what's weird?
AKA legal charges.
I'm okay
Yeah.
with that.
they have plenty of time to reshoot an ending,
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
or not even reshoot an ending, but shoot a like a post credit scene, and the post credit scene is him just getting fucked over, and they switch him.
like he fades away, and then another person comes out of nowhere. They'd be like, "How did I get here?"
Well, maybe they can do what they did in the comics and in the anime, where he sees himself running, right, trying to change the future, and he's like, Barry, stop, and then then he touches him, and they kind of like merge into one thing, and then it's new Flash, and
Then you get Grant motherfucking Gustin.
word. I'm with it. I'm with it. Yeah, I'm with it.
He says basically. I know he's saying James Gunn, Tim Gunn.
It's Tim Gunn.
Tim Gunn?
Jim Gunn.
No, it's supposed to be
Gunn.
James Gunn.
He said
Bro.
Tim Gunn.
I know. James. He's saying James Gunn should be a DCU CEO.
Not CEO,
No.
but you mean producer that brings it together? Because
The executive producer. I mean, that would be cool.
Kevin Feige is
Right.
the president of Marvel.
But
He's the president of Marvel Studios,
yeah.
Yes,
not the
but
president of Marvel.
But he's
No,
the
it's
executive
Marvel
producer on all things Marvel.
Yes,
Yeah.
all things Marvel TV
Oh, yeah.
and film. Yep.
So I
I'm
mean,
still mad that they killed that Ghost Rider shit. That shit would have been fire, dog.
Dude. So looking forward to that.
you can only hope.
Yeah, well, they're gonna bring the Midnight Suns. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, Moon Knight will just be the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to. Peanut said they find somebody who can have total control in the vision of DC, but they ain't because all about the biggest
The big
bucks
bucks.
versus doing it right. You're right, and that's you know what
Yeah. Ask
that was
Sony.
Warner Brothers. That was Warner Brothers.
They should have warned a brother, but they didn't warn a brother. They would have told him it was gonna be garbage. He was like, "Yo, this movie, you're not gonna like it."
Anyone
Warner
who
Brothers.
signed on to those movies, they know that was a cash cow.
I mean, look at the cash cow with Batman versus Superman. That was straight up a cash cow.
Yes,
It
it
made
was.
by the way, it made $1 billion. Don't get it twisted.
Well, superhero movies in general are cash cows. That's why people are jumping, and especially when you're doing DC and DC's like, oh yeah, we're doing a whole fresh lineup. Like people are just jumping at the chance to be like, you know what, I'm gonna be this fucking superhero. Boom.
But
you get the fucking money, but the fucking glory isn't there because the movies are fucking trash.
Yeah, but when you look at Batman,
Bloodsport,
it made $1 billion. The only reason why is because
Bloodshot.
the two names, Batman, Superman. Right.
That's
I'd rather
it.
be Bloodsport, honestly.
Right.
Obviously,
It didn't make
Superman
money
ain't that
because it was
big.
such a great fucking movie.
But obviously, Superman ain't that big no more. They got rid of that motherfucker real quick.
Well, they sidelined him quick because
I know them too long.
Yeah.
Yeah. They gave him a pink slip instead of a red cape.
And not for nothing, I don't think Batman should be the one to bring people together. It should have been Superman. But we never even got a Man of Steel 2.
Yeah,
and we
you know
probably
why?
never will.
Wasn't Batman originally the one who brought everyone together?
No.
Nope.
But what you got? But Superman was too busy being dead, so that's why.
Yeah, and plus, because in the comics, Batman didn't want all that responsibility. That's why he was a part timer.
Yeah, he was a heavy part. He was a part timer.
Even though he funded everything.
Yeah.
like Tony.
Yeah, like I mean, but they had that Diana Troy mode. I ain't gonna front. When she became what? An ambassador, like diplomatic immunity. Like she could go anywhere. Like because was it Themyscira, the island, became one of the.
He was an ambassador of Themyscira.
Yeah, like sovereign nation or something like that, right? Basically they could stay their peace, whatever, in the UN and shit. So yeah, and then Aquaman became the same thing because he's
the king of Atlantis.
Yeah, Yeah, so I mean, but they didn't do right by the DCEU.
Well, no kidding. I mean,
No.
No
if
cap.
I'm like I said, I'm waiting to see what
Stop the
Discovery
cap.
does after the Flash movie, right?
Yeah, the
Because
discovery will be is if they get this shit right. That'll be the real.
Yes.
the thing
Yes.
is too, because now I'm wondering because apparently Shazam is still further going on, right?
For now.
And the Rock is still doing Black Adam. Those things are still kind of like neck and neck. And then
honestly, if Discovery does this shit right, all they're gonna be saying is game blouses.
I don't think that you can't touch Marvel where they're at right now.
you don't need to touch
No.
Marvel. They
That's
need to
the
go their
thing.
own route.
The
See,
best
'cause
thing
here's
to do
here's the
for
thing.
them to
One at a
go at
time.
their own pace. Just
Yeah.
stick. They were playing catch up, and that's why they failed.
Exactly.
If that's why
tried
we got
hard.
the Snyder cut, and we try hard with a vengeance. Samuel Jackson, my nigga.
Because honestly, that was the whole problem to begin with. Like,
Oh yeah.
like Sir Wednesday said, they just tried to play catch up this entire time, and instead of just saying, okay, how can we make this whole thing cohesive into something good? Like, honestly, to be completely honest, they could have still came out with the movies that they did, but if they weren't trying to play catch up, they could have actually did it correct.
Yeah.
We could have came out with Man of Steel and Batman v Superman, and then and Wonder Woman. No, I'm just saying, and Wonder Woman and
Aquaman.
Justice League, and then Aquaman. The way they did, but if they did it without trying to catch up with Marvel, they could have done it in a better way. You
Right.
know?
Like Peanut, I agree with you. The upcoming Shazam and Aquaman might be big. It's
Might be.
just not even Shazam. It's Shazam, Aquaman, and Black Adam. Those are the top 3 DCU movies that's coming out, right? And I think Aquaman got pushed back to next year.
Yep.
Same thing with Flash.
And these delays are killing them.
And
Flash.
Black Adam got pushed back to next year too. I believe.
Flash.
No, it's coming this year. Black Adam's coming.
How did they push it back? I may be wrong.
No, just Flash and
You may be
Aquaman.
wrong.
Hold up. Because I thought there was a list of movies that they pushed back to 2023. I believe Black Adam was one of them.
Black Adam is coming out this year, 2020.
Oh, it is. Okay, it's October. Okay.
Yes.
So the wait
What
will
was
be
the
over.
original? What wasn't the original release date? July. Oh yeah, it was July. That's
Now
right.
it's
Yeah.
October.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So Black Adam's coming out. Shazam is coming out. It says 2022, but that's pushed back. It's supposed to come out. Shazam's supposed to come out December 16th, right after Black Adam. Well, that makes sense. But I
Just
guess
in time for my birthday. Wonderful.
Just
and
in time.
Aquaman is next year.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
So by the way, they kind of stopped the whole Supergirl thing as well because they were doing Warner Brothers was trying to capitalize on some other shit, so they're stopping the whole Supergirl.
Solo
They
film?
pretty much replacing Superman. That's what they were going.
Oh,
and we do have a Batgirl coming out too. This
Apparently,
year, I
they're
think.
stopping that too.
No, it hasn't stopped because it wrapped.
Oh yeah, because
The movie finished already. They didn't stop that.
that's 2022.
It has connection to the Flash.
That's right, doing that, but they're not doing Supergirl because
No, they're not doing Supergirl. No.
no.
And I think that's Discovery wants to focus back on Superman, and I'm happy that they do. And Henry, not for none, yeah, get Henry Cavill to play fucking Superman. He wants to do it, so DC didn't.
He needs to redeem himself.
Yeah, he does.
We also get a Super Pets in July.
Oh, shut the fuck up, bro.
What? That's gonna be
Yo,
so
I
good.
know, but The Rock and Kevin Hart and Keanu Reeves is
Keanu
Batman.
Reeves is
I was
Batman.
about to say, if I want to see The Rock and Kevin Hart, just look at their fucking Instagram. That's all I'll say. But I will still watch this movie. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll watch it.
I'm still gonna watch it. I don't care.
It'll be fun.
That's gonna be such a good movie.
Mm-hmm. It'll be a good movie. Still a good movie. So yeah. But
Yes, we gonna see.
we gon' see.
Indeed.
All right. Next subject. What are we talking about, Fetty?
Wow.
Move it on.
I'm
We
still,
don't
I'm
Moving
want
still,
on. We still on the whole thing with DC, bro. What are you talking about?
to. Are we?
Yeah.
It ain't over.
It
I
ain't
was at,
over.
What
So
what
it's
else is there?
I was actually about to go back and talk about how much I loved the use of this epic version of the Journey song, freaking "Separate Ways, Worlds Apart" on the trailer for Stranger Things,
Oh,
because I
yes.
fucking as soon as I heard it, I was like, oh, this is going into my queue at least 5 times, and I've just been killing and spamming that song over and over because that song was so hard before, and then they just made it epic even more. And I'm like,
What song is
yo,
this?
Separate Ways. It's
Oh,
the song that they used in Stranger Things season 4.
Yo,
The
oh,
trailer.
did you peep Caleb's fucking kid and play hairdo?
Yes.
Yo, I can't.
Yo.
Yeah.
I was dead with this one dude that PW Hustle, his channel. He be talking about he'll have reactions and shit, and then he saw the trailer for that. He's like, "Why the fuck they gotta give this motherfucker Lucas basketball? Stereotypical motherfuckers." And I just started dying. He said, "One
Oh
motherfucking black
shit.
kid, he gotta play basketball." Suck my dick. I'm like, you
It's
know.
true though.
Jesus.
That's exactly what they did.
They
It just made sense.
But
I have
at the same time, you got to think about the time
but
frame
it's the
of where.
80s, right? So
Yeah,
Michael Jordan would be Michael Johnson, Michael Jordan, like
it's like late 80s right now.
yeah, so
yeah.
Michael Jordan would
Yeah.
be like,
That's a hell of a time jump.
yeah.
Everybody wanted to play basketball because there was Michael Jordan, there was Larry Bird,
Mhm.
Magic Johnson.
Magic Johnson,
Yep.
That's what the
Scottie
ladies.
Pippen.
That's what the ladies called him too. Something
Stupid.
of that.
I actually have a question
Wish.
regarding to the DC thing.
Mhm.
What do you guys think should be the what do you guys think that Discovery should work on to kind of get the attention of character of the audience,
The audience.
DC wise?
Quality stories.
No, I mean like
Char-
what specifically character wise? What
Superman,
specific?
an actual good Superman movie that doesn't that an actual good Superman movie where he actually has his rogue gallery, some of them, maybe two of them, that he can actually fight and kind of like do some good shit and be like we don't need an origin story. We don't. We don't need an origin story. We don't. We didn't need something like at least like maybe 2 years into him being Superman.
So you're talking about pulling the Batman type routine by jumping 2 years into his career,
Right. Or what's a good I'm gonna
or like
I'm gonna throw
with
it
the
to Sir Wednesday and Black
yeah.
Season. What's a really deep good Superman story that you know of that could work in the movies?
They basically did J. Michael Straczynski's year one with freaking Man
Ooh.
of Steel
Yeah, they did.
already. The only thing he didn't do was in that comic, he was trying everything in his power not to be Superman. He was like, "Hey, I got this crazy ray gun you can use against the aliens." He's like, "Yeah, but," and then he was like, trying so hard not to be uh, more than what he was because he didn't want to get involved. He kind of was like on some Peter Parker shit where it's like, not like it's not my problem, but I don't want to deal with this
Nah, problem.
until they started destroying the world. I'm like, this is straight out of freaking year one, Straczynski cut. But
That's just like the Batman year Earth One thing, which is basically the Batman.
yep,
Mhm.
Um,
I mean, if we were going to do like a throwback in terms of that, for basics and Superman, I would say remember the Man of Steel miniseries by John, like that was like I think it was post Crisis on Infinite Earths.
post
But
crisis.
in the 80s, like basically it was the retelling of his like origin story where like he first encounters Lex Luthor and then Batman and Bizarro and then eventually rekindles, reconciles with like Anna Lang and everything, and he is on like a self-discovery of what it means to be human. You remember that miniseries? It was in the 80s.
I don't recall.
remember that. I don't remember that.
It was a limited series. It was like 6 issues, but like they basically reinstated his whole origin, and went back to he was like in his 20s and whatever. It was like the beginning of his career, but he's getting a handle on the whole like adaptation of just being the a world favorite superhero. So something along those lines.
I think they should just I think they should do certain things for me, I would think I think a good storyline for him, like let's say with 2 years into his being Superman, I think a good story for him would be possibly have two villains in there, and these two villains. I don't want Lex Luthor off the top. He can be in there as somebody, but somebody that's
side
like
character.
I guess. Yeah, but somebody that's in there. I don't want him to be. He's the last one to really. Well, Darkseid would be the last one, but you know what I mean. I don't want Lex Luthor to be the main thing. He can be somebody that can get the villains to.
So what two villains are you thinking about?
Parasite and Atomic
That's a good
Skull.
one.
And
That is. That's a good start off. That's a good start.
And
Parasite is good.
Now,
who's the second one?
Atomic Skull.
Atomic Skull.
Yeah,
that's a new one. Okay.
Yeah, so Atomic Skull is a new
That is a new one.
He's a really good villain, right?
Right.
But the thing about it is if you ever watch Superman and the Five,
and the Fatal Five.
Yeah. So Atomic Skull was in that shit. Now he was like, just at one level he was just beating up people, like just going robbing banks and stuff like that. But he has power where he can actually it's Atomic Skull. It's like nuclear, right? So he can really hurt Superman in a way
because of high radiation.
Yeah, and we could get to a point where he doesn't know how far his limits are, right? How much radiation can he take? Maybe Atomic Skull, right, is doing.
You okay? Nickname?
I was just looking into it because I was like, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was thinking of the animated series.
Yeah.
So I looked into it and then I saw a picture of Parasite and I was like, oh, that makes so much fucking sense.
Yeah.
Yep. Little Rudy
I
Jones.
would go the route of the animated series. I would want to do like a live version of that.
Yeah, I don't like that they made Parasite. They made a new Superman movie, right? But they made Parasite into this huge monster. Nah, I want him to be from the animated a cartoon where he was of mind.
He was humanoid.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I don't want him to turn into no monster. We don't need Superman to be fighting some big giant monster. That's not it.
No.
They need him
tomorrow.
What I'm saying is they could do a story where they do the whole story with Rudy, right? And you can introduce Star Labs at the same time because Rudy worked at Star Labs and he was doing some shicey shit, and then he got caught and all that shit. Playing that shit, right? And he's just going around draining everybody. He could beat it better than Morpheus than Morbius than.
Oh my god!
I'm just saying. So
you said better Morbius. You mean more BS?
Whatever. But more BS.
Yeah.
That. So he can have two villains, right? And then what I mean is Atomic Skull, I would say would be a little bit more established, right? And then have Rudy be the new villain, right?
Mm.
And somebody that's going around draining people, and then have Atomic Skull get out of jail, right? And I would do how he was in the Five, where he was walking in Metropolis and he just did a power move and people just turned to ash. I was like, oh shit. and people turn to ash, and then you have Parasite that drains Superman of his powers, right? And mind you, it only works for I think it's not 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
24 hours, 48 hours,
like that.
Right?
Yeah.
Do that same scene from the animated series where Rudy has Superman tied up and he goes back and back just to charge him every now and then. Like, how would Superman react or feel if his powers are drained and you got this dude, Atomic Skull, going around fucking killing people?
But then you're gonna have to introduce like some type of side character to help Superman out
Oh yeah,
later on.
because in that story, Jimmy Olsen was the one who helped Superman.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
But I'm saying is like that's where you can have that, bring Jimmy Olsen back, see that Jimmy Olsen that we all love, right? That one that's Superman's friend, and then that one he can
Not the
get
one
that
that got shot.
he can get
right.
that that watch where he's Superman's best friend and have the watch. You can do all those things.
Mhm.
I just think they could take some things from the animated series, right? Do it in a movie, but upscale it a little bit, right? I think 2 villains for Superman to fight is well enough. You don't need Lex Luthor, right? We didn't even need to see Lex Luthor. Just need to hear his name. We could just see Mercy and know who it is.
You mean kind of like what they were doing with kind of what they do with the Kingpin sometimes, where you don't see him much, but you know he's around.
You want it. You want it.
Right,
But
right.
here's the thing: we only need to see Mercy, right? Because we know Mercy works for Lex Luthor.
And that's his like
That's his
bodyguard
right hand.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So maybe we see Superman doing some detective work, and we see somebody that is trying to get some secrets out from LexCorp, and Mercy's the one that's going around killing people because she's a assassin and shit like that.
Yeah.
So and we see him talking to Mercy like, tell your boss, this and that, blah blah blah. And she reports. We don't see Lex Luthor. We just need to see a black suit and somebody sitting in a chair or standing with his hands behind his back and a silhouette and just looking at Superman fly. That's all you need. You don't need to see his face or nothing like that. That means we have time to cast somebody to be.
Bro, you can make that you can make that you can almost make that a post credit scene.
Yes.
Where he's like in front of the window and he sees Superman
the big window.
off, and then next he hears the cell phone. He answered the phone, and it's like Mercy on the phone saying the job's been done, but the parasite didn't live. And he's like, "That's okay. I have another
Well, I don't want to kill no villains off. I do not. No.
I'm not saying that he died. Just because I said that doesn't mean he's dead.
Maybe
could have just been taken out of the
motherfuckers do need to die. You know what I mean?
Some people do need to fucking die. I'm sorry.
Need to die in these movies. You know what I'm saying? Batman changed my perspective on all that. I need to see motherfuckers get killed.
Nah, I don't think Parasite needs to die. Atomic Skull.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Atomic Skull could be questionable.
But here's the thing with Parasite. After a while, like even in the cartoon, see, there's a relatability with Parasite.
Yeah.
And that's if you have that in the movie, that would consist of him not dying. If you just make him the evilest asshole and no redemption, he gets killed.
Yeah.
Case in point, Zod.
Right.
Like
no redemption.
You
already killed his last hope in making Krypton come back. Now he's just killing everything.
Right. That's why I would say Atomic Skull, right? I wouldn't say like Superman finds a way to depower Atomic Skull, right?
Yeah.
I think the biggest threat will be Atomic Skull as he sets off because he's radiating nuclear energy. I think he would set off certain nuclear power plants and Superman has to find a way to stop those plants and how much he can actually take, how much he can survive that. Mm-hmm. It's a question of life and death and a sacrifice, right? Because we all know who's going to kill him. We know who kills him, right? Doomsday. Mm-hmm. But this would be something that can be like challenging for him, right? Can Superman survive dealing with multiple power plants like going off? How can he? What would he do? How can how many people can he save in the power plant? Does he? Yeah. So I think it would just give a challenge to him, right?
That's cool. Okay.
The thing about Superman is like you need to challenge him in a way where we don't know his limit, right? That's how you make a Superman movie. You don't know the limit of Superman, so you challenge the limit of Superman.
Right.
And having 2 villains, somebody like Parasite, one that can drain his powers, and Atomic Skull, which is just somebody that radiates fucking like like
Nuclear
radiation,
energy.
yeah, would be a real major threat because do it like they did in the animation where people disintegrate into ash, right?
Mm.
All right. So, does anybody else have any DC characters that they want to see? Maybe Discovery to kind of start out to get the attention of the audience.
Kyle Rayner. That's it.
I knew. You know what?
Kyle Rayner.
Okay, explain it. I know you
I'm
explained it to
fine
me.
with that.
No,
But
no.
give me your thought
BRB.
process of what. Okay.
I've already discussed it. Like
No, you explained it to me, but
no,
you
no,
never
no,
did
no.
no.
No, he discussed it here.
Yeah, I've discussed it on
Oh,
there.
he did.
I've
Okay,
already
Yeah.
done it.
But do it again.
do it again.
Issue 151 of the 90s Green Lantern Ron Mars run. Actually, I think Judd Winnick took it over. Explains the entire thing. It basically talks about the Green Lanterns of old, how it got to Kyle, and when it went wrong because of the actions of Hal Jordan. Then,
Would you do a Star Wars scroll to explain that?
No.
Okay.
I would do like a series of like events with a narrator, and of course the narrator will be probably somebody important. It will either be
Morgan
Kilowog, John
Freeman.
Stewart. Yes,
So,
Morgan Freeman as
so
John
would you
Stewart.
get? So would we get to see? So would Parallax? Would we get to see John Hal Jordan Parallax as an
You would
opening?
see, not at an opening, but you would allude to it of basically what happened, how it started, all the people who were chosen for that mantle.
Mm.
If I send you the what in the beginning of that book, if I send you to read it and be like, oh yeah, this is the start of the movie, because basically it explains what went wrong, explains who has the power now, and where do we go from here. And
So
that would be
wouldn't
the
Gamtheth be the one who explains it because he's the one that's given the ring?
true, but at the same time, you remember that Kyle had to learn from everybody. He didn't have a core like Hal. Or
He
like
had to
John.
learn from all the different
Correct.
Green Lanterns. Yeah.
So basically, as the story progresses, we can have maybe maybe even the voice change, and it could be whoever he's learning from at that point, and then he basically utilizes what they taught him to go forward and become a better hero.
So almost, maybe not, but so almost like Avatar: The Last Airbender, but with Green Lantern.
Kind of like that, yeah.
Kinda. Okay.
Even-
I like that.
Mm.
That's cool.
oh, I looked at my mustache. I did this, and I was like, oh, Detroit Urban Survival Training. No.
So you don't want to do the. I was about to say you don't want to do Anakin Hal Jordan.
Basically, bro, Anakin Hal Jordan is he's the Anakin Skywalker of the Green Lantern.
And you know what
Very
would
much.
be cool though, if you later on
Ice.
introduce, huh?
Ice.
Shut up. If you do, when you do introduce Hal Jordan, like make him look like he's at his lowest.
Yeah.
I would do John Stewart first. And
No. What I'm saying is when you finally do, like they hear so many stories about the greatest Green Lantern and blah blah blah. No, but when they do introduce, when you would introduce Hal Jordan, he's like not what you would expect. He would literally kind of be like still in complete guilt of what has happened or whatnot.
So basically,
some shit like that.
You
Fuck
wouldn't.
that. You got to show that nigga like he fucking his shit don't stink. Like, listen, I'm good. He has to be a politician when he comes back. This nigga has to be so sweet with this shit that niggas be like, you know what? This is not a bad guy. Not realizing that he's inhabiting the fucking parallax fucking serpent in him. So niggas who would be like, oh, Hal hasn't changed that much. He's still one of us. He's still this. And but niggas like see how he talks and even the way he says things is totally different. They're like, you know what? This ain't the same nigga. And then
Would you
that's
still
when,
have Sinestro?
of course.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just wonder. What about the only reason why would you start showing like signs if you we need John Stewart and Guy
Only
Gardner.
if M Night Shyamalan was there.
M. Night Shyamalan directing a Jon Stewart Green Lantern movie?
No. He said, "Would you like to? What if signs were there?" I was like, "Only." So as soon as he
No,
said signs, I had to
when
jump in.
you do like Sinestro, and would you start seeing like like a small uh a small like drop of like Sinestro Corps becoming Sinestro Corps a little bit,
No, I
just a
wouldn't
little
talk
bit?
about any of that shit
Because
until
it's
None.
it
not
got
about
it
that.
correct.
Mm.
Until it's time. And that's
What would you
way
do
the
it?
fucker.
Now,
Fuck that.
would you make
No.
this in, now would you make this into a movie or a TV series?
TV series and then a movie. That's what
Makes
niggas need to
sense.
go, that's what
That's
niggas need to go
smart.
back to do. Look
That's
What,
at
Green
smart.
Lantern?
look at anime itself. We get an anime TV show before we get a movie, don't we?
Hmm.
Bec- because we done build up and get all the shit we need, and then when shit really goes down, movie. Why can't we do that with fucking regular television?
You want to
Nah.
hear some bullshit though? Some of the WB execs did not. They ignored the animated movies because they were like, one of the I read one of the complaints was, oh, you can't turn that into a movie.
Niggas never saw the Matrix. Are they stupid?
Like they never, like they didn't want to do stuff that they did from the animated DC movies, and it was like those were good, and then they didn't want to take anything from that. Nothing, not like
Yeah, but you
nothing.
know what they did after that? What was it? Dark Side War one.
Hmm.
Everything went to shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Mm.
One of my favorite Batman stories of all time was turned into a piece of shit animated movie.
Long Halloween.
Which was
Hush.
that? Oh yeah, that was
Hush.
garbage.
Oh, Hush was terrible, man.
Oh,
Oh,
Hush.
what
Oh
a
yeah,
letdown.
Hush was bad.
What a letdown.
Uh, Now either Black Caesar or nickname, and then I'll go.
I'm still
What
waiting for
show or
Bruce Wayne
movie would you
Murderer.
start? What show or movie would you start with? Discovery taking over DC.
Show him. Yeah, you should
Oh,
show
I,
him.
I mean, I agree with Superman for the most part.
Okay, okay.
It just makes more sense. I mean, if you want to go into like a TV series or a different character, I would definitely also go with Green Lantern. So either way,
Gotcha. Okay. Caesar?
Um, definitely voting for Superman, but and I don't know why Batman couldn't be the jump off start. You know, and I
Because we
mean, in
already have
terms of
three.
that, already being, I guess a seasoned crime fighter. I mean, maybe a teeny bit different than the Batman, which was sensational. That was a perfect interpretation. But
Hmm.
yeah, I would work my way in the food chain with him. And then later on have I guess maybe other sightings of maybe potential superpowered people, or at least maybe just get a reference in there, like in the newspaper, like flying man like saves little girl from building or some shit. Little hints that there are other people out there that he'll eventually be meeting up and forming alliances with. So yeah, I'd
Now, would
say
you do a TV series or a movie?
I'd say a movie. I'd say a movie.
Okay.
You can get a lot from that. Because and I mean, even though Batman does have a lot to put on the table, I'd say maybe a movie would probably be a good way to go.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
You about to say something, nickname?
Yeah. Well, I would definitely keep Batman. I feel like the Batman should be DC's restart of Batman,
Mm.
I
and
agree.
not just a trilogy. And if it is a trilogy, they just continue going forward with that character and just start introducing them into different worlds and shit. Because that would make no sense if they didn't keep this. Because this is like I feel by far this is probably one of the best Batmans in a really long time.
Oh, man,
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of people have been saying that. Yep.
Flawless.
I mean,
As for the characters, I mean, if we're gonna start seeing more and more villains, I would have like I would do like what Disney's doing with the whole side shows
Yeah.
that are still canon, and then
Hmm.
you would do shows on like Penguin and
Yeah.
Mr. Freeze and Poison Ivy,
Right.
shit like that. So that way you're getting the backstories of these characters
Hmm.
Sure.
leading
That
up
would be nice.
into a big film. You know what I'm saying? So like say like they do the second movie, right?
mm,
It's definitely going to be heavily involved with Penguin because you see the power switch with Penguin at the end.
Right.
Yeah.
even though he's not known as Penguin fully yet.
Mhm.
But you're gonna get Penguin, and then you're gonna get, say, who else would you guys want to see?
Mr. Freeze.
So we
Yeah.
would get a Mr. Freeze show, and then that would lead into the movie. So the second movie would then drop.
Freeze.
So now you're
You know
getting both those
what? I don't want to
characters.
see Freeze. You know what I would want to see? Clayface, somebody that we haven't seen.
That would
Yeah,
be
but
That would be cool.
good. But the setting has to be good, especially like with Batman trying to find him, and then this nigga's just changing into other people.
Good detective work. Hey,
And also another good horror movie aspect as well.
Yeah.
I will.
so you would have a Clayface show,
Yeah.
and then you get all that horror from it, and then you keep it dark when you go into the Batman film.
Because
So now you
Clayface
have
has not
Penguin
been
and
done yet.
Clayface
Yeah,
with the bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Clayface has not been done movie wise.
Well, the
all.
thing is, CG
Not yet.
it didn't work like back in the day. Like,
Right.
It could now. It could be done easily. Much
Like
better.
I agree, you can get a Mr. Freeze. Like I would like a Mr. Freeze, but I want a Clayface first, just because of the story behind Clayface, right? And just his like
And there's
it,
like
it,
four
it
of
could
them
be it could
motherfuckers.
and also too it could be a movie
Yeah.
where Bruce Wayne gets framed, right? Because they did that where
Bruce
Clayface,
Wayne murderer.
Yeah.
Love that. Great
and mind
storyline.
you, where Clayface can change his face and everything like that, and that I think that would be a great story, like Bruce Wayne murderer, right?
Yep.
You know, I think it would just be something to tap onto two comic books where you see Bruce Wayne not, like not holding back, especially when he's in jail.
Yep.
And I don't know. I think it would just be good.
Yeah. You know what else would be really interesting too? Like, say they do. I mean, when they get around to the whole eventual reboot, and it just came to mind. Don't you think Pedro Pascal would be a sensational Deadshot? Doesn't he kind of remind you a little bit of?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I agree. It is because he's a Mandalorian. Because he's
And it's funny. It's funny that you mentioned though Deadshot, because who I would start with to kind of get the audience entertained, kind of do what Disney did with Star Wars, where they started off with Mandalorian.
Mm.
I would kind of start off with kind of one of the baddest hitmen around, which is
David Cain?
which is fucking what's his name?
David
Deathstroke.
Cain? Oh.
No, but
if you do
by
Deathstroke,
introducing Deathstroke,
you can't
What?
introduce Kane in there.
yes, by introducing Deathstroke, you can literally introduce every other assassin as well.
Good point.
David Cain, Lady Shiva,
Yeah.
Richard Dragon, the real Richard Dragon, not
Yeah, the real
Ricardo
Richard Dragon.
Diaz.
Charity or Chastity or what's her name?
Charity?
Not Chastity.
No,
I don't know. I keep forgetting her name.
But we can
Clarissa
also
explains it
probably,
all.
we can also probably see the actual like would you introduce Cassandra Cain as a child, like a small kid first?
So how I would basically
Yes, and let it grow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would do it as kind of like a. This would have to be an origin story, but not told in order, type thing. So kind of almost the first season would start off kind of like at the end of the would start off at the end of the season finale, and then it kind of reverts back to how all of it would kind of started with him,
right?
And then it kind of keeps jumping back and forth in a way,
kind of like Consequences and stuff like that.
Right, exactly, and certain, and then he'll start like each episode would kind of be like a remembrance of certain things that affected his life type thing, and you can kind of see. I can kind of like imagine a post-credit scene of maybe the first or second season of something like that, of like a child be of like a little child, which would introduce what's her face, Cassandra Cain,
The right
with
way. Not a fucking thief.
Yeah, which would introduce Cassandra Cain with with David, and then you can like see Slade who's like, "When did you get a kid?"
Facts.
He's like, "When did you get a kid?" He's like, "I don't want to talk about it."
And with who?
hmm
But
And then
he
after
would
a
probably
while,
know.
you
It's
can
like, oh,
introduce, and then after a while, you can like introduce. At the same time, you can still introduce in the background some of the heroes, but kind of like tongue in cheek the whole thing. With somebody saying, "Oh, uh, it's like, have you been in Gotham lately?" He's like, "Nope, not since that pointy headed freak's been in there." Shit like that. Like I wouldn't want to even touch the superheroes because everybody's always touched them. I want to deal with like I want to start with the people who are kind of like in the gray line. And even though Slade is a villain in a lot of stuff, he has his own gray line as well. He steps between good and bad, but on his own terms type thing. And he
Depending
does
on-
things.
Guru.
depending on the money.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
also, he
Must
does
be
have
the
kids
money.
too.
Must be the money.
But he also does have kids like Rose and
Jericho.
and Wilson and
Jericho,
Jericho. Yeah, Jericho. So like those can be certain things in his life also that. But yeah, I would want to focus on Deathstroke.
Interesting, and also a
would
good idea. Yeah.
If this Batman, if they, my thing is with this Batman, right? I would actually want to see a Robin, finally, a movie quality Robin. I would
Yeah.
want to see one.
Well,
But
Matt
we had a movie quality, Robin.
he's stupid.
Stop it.
Well, if Matt Reeves and Robert Pattinson said if they ever did a Robin, they would have to. The one stipulation that they asked for, both of them, is that Robin actually is a kid.
Right.
So they would want like a 13, 14-year-old kid to play this role.
I would actually agree.
Yeah.
The one of the kids that's in the movie, he was actually Tim Drake in the
In Titans.
Titans. He was actually
Yeah.
in the Batman
Yeah.
movie.
Yep.
I mean,
But
they could,
because if they do have a little kid, they want to focus on the fact of like, a grown man putting a basically molding a child soldier to do his bidding type
Pretty
thing.
much. Yeah.
And they want to show people how wrong that looks and the mental instability of like someone doing that, instilling that into someone.
yep.
And enter Alfred.
Yeah. I think Alfred would be such a major role. Like, was it Andy Sam? It's not
And Circus.
Andy Serkis.
Circus. Yeah, I think
Were
him.
were you about to say Andy Samberg?
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Oh,
Nigga, that would be hilarious.
Mirakuru is in the house. He said,
Yeah.
"Give me a Nightwing show."
I'm with him there, too.
I'm with it too.
I'll support that. I'll support that.
The thing is too, like I would want to see, like, the thing is, it's weird. I would honestly do a Nightwing show and take your idea, Ninja, but do Jason Todd, somebody that's in the middle, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Somebody that falls from grace and actually do it the right way.
Yeah.
Peanut, that's not a bad idea. A Jon Stewart, Guy Gardner movie, but I want a TV show like a 48 hours type shit or a Rush Hour.
Word.
But in space.
But
But
in
in
space.
space.
it could be on Earth, and then they go to space, and then they just keep getting into shit.
I think that's the thing about certain things like Green Lanterns, right? That they should do. I think the whole transition from Earth to space, I think we only seen it happen in one movie, which is Avengers, right? Infinity War, or is it Endgame? I think it was Endgame, where you see the transition from Earth to space, and how smooth it was, right? I think that needs to happen a little bit more. So I think that's what it. I just think that needs to happen a little bit more with the if they do a Green Lantern, if they continue to go through with it. But I don't know, what did Jeff Johns do? There was something Jeff Johns did. Is he caught up in some allegation type shit?
I don't believe so. But what I need to
If
do
we're
is
to-
I need to get my fucking Green Lantern swag because they got every other hero with a fucking nice hat and there's no Green Lantern hat. I want my fucking
Word.
Green Lantern hat, nigga.
For real. That's the only thing that's missing in my
Nigga.
collection.
Facts.
That's all right, brother. You still got that Green Lantern hoodie. Remember.
That's right. Courtesy of my boy, the blackest of diseases. Thank you, sir.
No problem, bro. You know I got you. It's here. It's here.
I need a Law and Order style show of Green Lantern.
You stole from the quadrant, didn't you? Can we get Ice-T in there?
I did it. Lie, son.
I want a CSI version of Green Lantern.
You stupid.
You say you took
CSI Miami.
It's like, admit it, you took that goddamn yellow ring, didn't you?
Sector 218 of the Soul System.
Oh my god.
God.
I think we're getting delirious now. Let's
Yeah.
just get
Yeah.
let's wrap this.
I think let's wrap it up, B. Let's wrap it up.
Hit it!
My God.
Stop the cap.
Stop the cap.
There you go.
There you go. Once
You
again,
know the fucking vibes.
Thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of True Story, bro. If you love the content we provide you, if you love the content that we provide to you, and we know you do, remix. See, I was doing that with DJ too. Feel free to check us out on our IG at Official True Story, bro. Don't forget to also follow us on our Twitter at official_TSBP. And after that, don't forget to check us out on our Twitch at twitch.tv/officialtruebro. Holla at my boy down here, looking like the shiniest man ever, Roundhouse the Bookie.
Yeah.
He's going to hit you with the fistful of dollars. He's going to hit you with the money grab sword. He's going to teach you the ways of Shotokan kick your ass karate. If you sign up and challenge him on twitch.tv, here Roundhouse 84. Roundhouse,
Yes.
you got something to add on that?
Yeah, thank you everybody for actually tuning in and watching today. Happy 420, y'all. Happy 420. Yeah, I'm actually reached 550 followers. I'm at
To his high people putting
559
on
now. I'm on the way to 560. So
Oh, shit.
I'm pushing to 600 followers, and then we're just gonna keep going up. And thank you for everybody who subscribed and watch. So back to you, Sir Wednesday. Closing out.
That's right. Don't forget to check out our boy Redbeard's TikTok at Redbeard2124 for shenanigans that you can only get online.
And TikTok.
I hate you. Don't forget to check out our boy Echo Ninja, Crimson Adams, and the band has no nickname, and Saturday Night Nightmares at Saturday Night Nightmare.
And also, just to let everybody know who's been looking for Saturday Night Nightmare, we took a little hiatus. We will be back on the first weekend of May, but we got a lot of cool stuff ready for you. And we will be also on another channel. Continue.
So you heard him. It's gonna be May. Anyway. and don't forget to check out our merch at thetruestorybro.shop. That's truestorybro.shop for all merch that you can receive. Hats, jackets, all that stuff. We got them. Go get them. And don't forget to quench your thirst at any con or any home. Fabulous flavors, wonderful beverages. Our boys over at Wild Bill's Soda. Go to www.drinkwildbills.com. Use our promo code TrueStoryBro. Get that 10% off, courtesy of your boys. Enjoy that. It's a wonderful beverage any time of the day. Wild Bill Soda, no bull, just bills. Enjoy it. Boom, there you go. And yeah, that's it. Check us out on those platforms there. Anybody else got something to say?
No.
Stop the cap.
There you go. You heard it here, folks. Stop the cap.
Stop the cap.
Stop the cap.
Boom. There you go.
Oh, trigger finger.
we did it, my nigga. We did it.
All right.
Peace out.
Later, guys. Thank you for tuning in.
Smoke them if you got them.
Smoke it up.